Okay, here goes. We're now going to quickly make our basic sourdough dough. 250 grams sieved flour. Make it nice and easy. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Half teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of rapeseed oil. Sourdough starter, I fed it earlier, so it's gone up, started coming down, so it's nice and active, but it's ready to go again. Weigh that in, 150 grams. I prefer to weigh it rather than do measures, because then you know it's not you're not weighing the air. So 150 grams. And of course, once you've used your starter, don't forget to feed it again. There you go. And there's a little bit of warm water, maybe a bit too warm. Just nice and tepid on fingers. Reset, and again, weigh rather than measure. And I have 110 grams of water. So I like it a little bit warm just to get it started. Lovely. I like to put it together. Wooden spoon. Nice dough. Starting point, just some general purpose flour, little dust, and then hands. This is it. I'm not going to show you all of this, you don't need to see all of it. We're now going to need, by hand, 10 minutes. I'll just show you a couple of techniques that I use. So there's the pressing and squishing. You'll know when you've got about the right consistency, because it shouldn't try to stick to your hand too much, but you want it quite wet. So what I do, slow it down. So one hand pushes away, the other turns it around and brings it back. Push, turn around, bring back, push, turn around, bring back, push, turn around, bring back. Keep a little bit of flour, and just push it with your palm, turn it round, push it with your palm, turn it round. Keep doing that for 10 minutes. That's one technique, which I quite like. If you get bored with that one, because it's all about, as you know, developing the gluten. So another technique I like, roll it into a sausage, fold it into thirds, roll it into a sausage, fold it into thirds, and that way you get nice long runs of the gluten. So you can do that if you like, if you find the other way. But as you'll see, at the moment, it's still a bit lumpy and bumpy. So I'll be doing this for 10 minutes. And I'll show you what it's like in a moment. Once I finish, but as you can see, it's not sticking to the desk, it's not sticking to my hands. I'm using minimal amount of flour, because you will want a nice, fairly slack dough. Don't want it too tight. And you've got those measurements, and you don't want to mess them up by adding another sort of 30 or 40 grams of flour, because then that will throw all your proportions out and you end up with a lot heavier bread at the end of it. So I'll come back in just a few moments. Right, I've now been doing this for 9 minutes, so just a little bit longer. What you'll notice is, if I do the rolling out again, actually you'll see that it stretches quite a bit better. And you'll feel that it feels a lot smoother. And the other test, you do, you give it a press, it starts to bounce back. So it's still not sticking to the desk. I've barely added any extra flour, but that's all we kind of need to do. So that's stage 1. So that's now ready. Pop in a bowl. I don't boil it or anything, just leave it fine. Cover it with cling film. I've started this about 11:30 at night. So I'll now just pop this on the side in the kitchen and I'll come back to it in the morning for stage 2, where it should have doubled in size and you'll see air bubbles all starting to break out of it. And that's it. That's stage 1 of your sourdough. Get on and make some of your own. Right, see ya.